1970's A to Z of football. Now then, welcome to the last part of A to Z of 70s football. Got your bovril? Get a slurp, strap in. Even as the bovril goes down, you can nearly smell the pucker pies, can't you? Yeah. What's that in the distance? Yeah, a faint whiff of stale piss from inadequate toilets. I do miss it. So, the letter W. The letter W stands for World Cups, obviously, and there were 3 of them in the 70s. So let's crack on. 1970, the World Cup was held in Mexico. And it was the first World Cup to be held outside of Europe or South America. A lot of firsts came in 1970. We've covered some of them, but just to recap, it was the first time the new ball, the Adidas Telstar Airlast, was used. Yeah, remember that. And the final was held at the Estadio Azteca Stadium in front of a sellout attendance of 107,412 fans. Yeah. Remember them? Fans, yeah. Not fucking customers. Fans. Brazil beat Italy 4-1 in the final, which gave them their 3rd World Cup. So they were allowed to keep the Jules Rimet trophy. I think they were the last ones to get it. So they kept it. Don't know what they did with it. No idea. Other notables was the Gordon Banks, old one-eyed god. Yeah, his sensational save against Pelé. And Pelé was nearly back at the halfway line celebrating the goal. He said, no way could that have stayed out. It was magnificent. What else? Another first. The coach of Brazil that day was Mario Zagallo, who became the first man to win the World Cup both as a player and as a manager, which has been repeated on a few occasions. We might get to that in the 80s. It was the first time that red and yellow cards were used. No going back after that, was there? It was the first Panini sticker. Yes. Now, a complete 1970 World Cup Panini sticker signed by Pelé sold at an auction for £10,450. £10,450 for a complete 1970 Panini album. Grow the fuck up. It's stickers. Ridiculous. I think the best moment for me, because obviously I was only 2 at the time, so you look back on them, but the best moment is when the captain, Carlos Alberto, coming running up the right-hand side. And the play of that particular goal involved 7 outfield players. But the best part of the move has to be when Pelé got it on the edge of the area and he just looks over to his right and old Alberto's bombing up. And it was just the most sublime, nonchalant pass you will ever see in your life. And it was pure magic. It was pure magic. So that was 1970. I'll tell you where we're going next. Let's have a quick slurp. Hope you're enjoying this, by the way, because we're going to do a shitload in the 80s again soon, so enjoy. Bit shaky today. Went out for a few ales last night, and I mixed the grape with the grain, didn't I? Schoolboy error. So, 1974. It was held in West Germany because the wall was still up. So it was held in West Germany. And speaking in 2008, former FIFA president, let me try and get this right, Joale Havelange said that the competition, along with the 1966 World Cup, which you remember England won, were both fixed this is the former president, were both fixed so the host country could win. But as England fans, you keep celebrating it. Ball didn't even cross the line either. Don't get me going on that one. Yeah, the hosts, West Germany. They beat Johan Cruyff's Holland in the final 2-1, which gave them their second World Cup. Pelé was kicked out the tournament. As in fucking literally. Yeah, they booted him so much he had to retire early, injured. Just wrong. And nothing else that was notable occurred in the 74, other than clearly it was later rigged. Yeah. How could that happen? How could that happen when FIFA were running it? Don't know. So, on to my first memorable World Cup, 1978. The tournament was marred by controversy, domestic politics, and alleged interference and match fixing by the Argentine authoritarian military junta government, who were using the tournament as an opportunity to spread nationalistic propaganda and to seek legitimacy. I've written this myself, they're quite clever, you know. To seek legitimacy on the world stage. Again, FIFA within corruption. Fucking vile organisation. But the one thing which stands out amongst everything else was Ali MacLeod. Ali MacLeod saying, Scotland, we're going to win the World Cup. What a fucking deluded buffoon. But if you were there, you were there. Remember this. Archie Gemmill gets the ball. He's gone past one. Oh! Jinked inside another one. Oh, yeah. He's passed him. He's put one through his fucking legs. Archie, pass it for fuck's sake. You got to... all right, another one. Another... He's only chipped it over the keeper. You fucking dancer! What a goal! Wow! Yeah. Archie, I salute you with a bit of Bovril and a bit of shaky. What a goal, though. So what about the final? I hear you asking me. Well, the final was held at the Stadio Monumental, and Argentina won 3-1 after extra time. And the top scorer in that tournament was the majestically long lot. He was like a lion. He had a mane. Mario Kempes. He got 6 goals in the tournament, 2 of which in the final. And other than Archie's obviously best goal ever, that was pretty much it, really. It was rigged from start to finish. Which makes you think, why the fuck why do countries keep entertaining the idea of buying into this shit? Bizarre. Right, let's get on to the letter X. Now, what could be the letter X to do with football? I'll tell you what it is. It's fucking X-rated. It's your 70s hard men's tackle. Rude. Proper footballers, proper tackles, no fucking namby-pambies here. The likes of Chopper Harris from Chelsea, Norman Hunter, Jack Charlton, Johnny Giles, Billy Bremner, Joe Jordan, Liverpool's Tommy Smith, what a legend. Bill Shankly once said of Tommy Smith, Tommy wasn't born, he was quarried. So if you didn't get that, that's Tommy wasn't born, he was quarried. Yeah, making out, obviously, he was fucking hiding man made of granite, big boy. Tommy Smith only won 1 full England cap, which is staggering, isn't it? Other hard cases, you had Dave Mackay, Remember his bust up with Billy. And then latterly at the back end of the 70s and the early 80s, and he was a fearsome character. If you ever see him defending, I think it was a free kick or a corner against Arsenal when he was playing for, I think he was playing for Forest. And he just did a Yossi Hughes on him and dropped him there and then. And he's like to the ref, no idea, no to do with me, mate. So, go grab yourself a drink. I'm going to go top up my Bovril. And when we get back, it's letter Y. Why? Because it has to be. And the letter Z. So, catch you in a minute. I need to go top up my bothers. All right. Ta-da! Three, two, one. Welcome back in the room. So we're up to the letter Y. Now, what could be the letter Y? I think the letter Y is the most important contribution out of this whole A to Z, because it stands for you. Fucking you. Yeah. You mattered. You made the difference. You used your wages to pay their wages, and pretty much directly, because it was generally up to about 79 non-sponsored. So your gate receipts paid for the players, and they gave a fuck. Yeah, not only did they give a fuck, they gave everything to make you happy. And it was the ones you rocked up week in, week out. Rain, hail, sunshine, whatever. You travelled fucking everywhere. It was what made up for me the golden decade. Without a shadow of a doubt, the golden decade. And the most important part of the whole recipe was you. Because it was your team. It was your game. And in retrospect, now looking back, we should have seen the error of buying into the fucking lure of money that ultimately made football a bloody business full of cheats and thieves and fucking murderers. And that's just the club owners. Shite. So yeah, it was the last time that you mattered. Yeah. You were a fan, now you're a fucking customer, and they don't care. They don't care. They'd rather sell it to a load of people sat in hospitality who don't even watch the fucking match. That's pretty much it. So that was the letter Y. You mattered. So the last part, the letter Z. Brilliant. Zico and Zaire's kit. What else am I going to do with a fucking letter Z? At least in the 80s I might be able to do the Ford Zephyr fucking Transit whatever Rumbelows Cup final. So yeah, that was the letter Z, was Zico, because he just started making his mark with Brazil at the back end. But who can forget Zaire's famous kit? It still is iconic. Superb. Excuse me. So yeah, that's it. That is the A to Z of 70s football done. And I make no apologies if it seemed a little bit top heavy on Leeds United. It was just the fact that they were fucking brilliant. All right, trust me, we're not going to get much of a looking in the 80s because we were shit. So I hope if you've enjoyed watching it half as much as I have making it, then it's win-win, isn't it? It's win-win. But ultimately, football is the winner. So at some point, I will cover the A to Z of the 80s. But until then, just leaves me to say, cheers. Cheers, you lot. And remember, very important, Leeds take more away than you get at home. All right, fact. So See you later. We all hate Leeds scum. We all hate Leeds scum. We all hate Leeds scum. Go on, Leeds! 1970's, H to Z of football.